Google Earth Pro works good. They made it free a while ago. Outdoors. I want to get some beefy binoculars for mountain hikes that would let me scan all the way out to the horizon. Anyone have a pair like that they'd recommend? The ones in the Optica 25x. 15x might actually be what you're looking for. You're probably better off looking elsewhere for more technical details. Hunting forums would be a good place to start. Specifically, big game hunting is very binocular intensive. Jay Scott is a pretty well-known hunting guide in the Southwest US and has had the Vortex Optics team on his show several times. This might be worth a listen. True, I was thinking of these with the nice 4.4 degree FOV. Thanks for the lead, I'll check him out. Decide that binoculars would be a fun thing to have for my outings. Thinking something like $100 should set me up with a high-quality pair. Browse a few enthusiast forums. Holy bleep bleep. I have Vortex Crossfire 10x42. Seems pretty good to me, and I want to say they were on sale for like $120. You use exclusively for daytime. Is this Parthenosis quinquefolia or Parthenosis tricuspidata? Thank you, kind sir. I'm looking for a rifle for backpack hunting. Someone recommended a Ruger Gunsight Scout. Anyone have thoughts or suggestions? Optics aren't about being able to hit something at all, but being able to hit something more precisely. Able to hit something at 200 with irons? Cool, but I'd bet you everything I owned you'd be more precise with an optic. And hunting is about precision. Ballistics gel. Intended to be representative of the actual terminal ballistics. This seems intentionally misleading. Also, nobody here is claiming that .223 won't kill a deer. Just that you should use something else. People hunted grizzlies with .22 LR. But that doesn't mean you should. Nobody is questioning your manhood just because .223 is your favorite bleep boy caliber. I don't know your budget, but if you don't want to spend too much, then I would highly recommend a sporterized Lee Enfield. They're cheap, lightweight, have 10 rounds to a magazine, and have enough power to take down all different kinds of game. Or if you can't find a Lee Enfield, then almost any sporterized Milsurp rifles will do just fine. What a type of mushroom is this? Either the kind that kill you or the kind that get you high. Consult your local mycologists. You shouldn't be collecting any mushrooms if you think it's a good idea to just pile up every brown one you see with all twigs and dirt and bleep. Holy bleep. Just break off a piece of stem and it bruises blue, then it's a happy time mushroom. Good satellite map creators. Google Earth Pro works good. They made it free a while ago. Being out and not knowing about ARC. What is wrong with this board? End of the month I'm going to be homeless. Going in a woods, I guess. I have no gear or tent though. Someone from California can't call another state a shithole lol, even Georgia. Who gives a bleep, do it anyway. Any ET's unable to claim unemployment, bleep beautiful. Hope you starve. God bless folks like you. I'm the market for a good dog collar that I can personalize with the name of my dog and phone number. Everything I look at though is poorly made. Mass-produced Chinese bleep. I would really appreciate some suggestions out. Otherwise I'm just going with this collar from all this. Pick related. My dog is a fairly active and accompanies me on runs and my out ventures, so needs to be able to keep up with that. Feel free to discuss other gear you equip your man's best friend with when you venture into the yonder. I meant collar, not lead. Bleep. Just get a personalized metal tag and hitch it to your dog's collar. Engraver will do it for a reasonable price. One time when I was a lad, there was this dog that would escape from his owner's yard and walk around the street and hang out with us. He had huge balls, so we called him Knackers, and he responded to it. Turns out his name was Patches. Look on Etsy and on. Lots of actual leatherworkers sell their goods there. I'd link you the one I got, but they don't sell it anymore. Imagine being such a bleep. Anne is essentially filled with furries and perverts. LMAO bleep what? No, they aren't. But also you should have just gone to the Dog General. I bleep hate this response, it never makes any sense. Jesus. You're suddenly homeless but have $2,000. What do you buy to survive in the woods for a few months? Really? Welcome to middle class, sir. How is he still alive? How has he stayed out of jail? It looks curved due to the round lens used to capture the image. EcoFag, where do you think you are? She is an entertaining channel for sure. Best of luck, lil buddy. Climbing that Duga radar station was nuts. I hope you have a tetanus shot. Will I freeze to death if I actually use Gorka suits on the mountains? Linseed oil, white spirit, beeswax. I add some candle wax to my mix as well. Heat it all up in a pan, outside. I set the mixture on fire second I did it. It's easily done. A heat gun helps as well for better spreading afterwards. Leave it for a couple of weeks. Waterproof Gorka. I would like to make my own animal skin clothing in the future. The long dark tear. You did this on your Gorka. Please post pictures. I look at this recipe and can only see it for canvas tops. I would love to see a color comparison. I've just used DIY Greenland wax and I am making a variation on it currently. This also seems similar to a tin pants guide I saw. I'll also link it for anyone interested. Embed. Linky. I bought both the trousers and jacket. Cost an arm and a leg but pretty bleep good. The poly cotton reinforcements take ages to dry though. Bump for this. What are you guys using? I've been downloading USGS topo maps and importing them. Using the place markers and tracking feature. It works quite well once you figure it out. But it cuts you off at 3 maps. And I'm not throwing down for a subscription. Any better alternatives that are actually free or a one-time purchase? I read they used to let you have unlimited, active maps, a year or 2 ago. Does anyone know what version that was and maybe I can find it? Can't. I just remembered Backcountry Navigator. That one is great. Top notch. Offers topographic info and altitude data. And the map is 100% offline if you preloaded it before. Also can load tracks, but unsure if you can record them. You can combine both apps to track and get info. Never done it, so I can't tell if it would work. Why not Google Maps? They have a lot of interest points and you can place a lot of markers with info. Thread for AZ out. Where do you go? What do you bring? Have you ever beaten a javelina in a fist fight? I know I have. Bleep 4th most popular national park. It being more popular than Yosemite and Yellowstone really surprised me. Surely not. Perhaps by third world standards. Just left AZ. After 15 years. I mostly hiked the soups and the goldfields. Do these motherfuckers ever shut up? Their calls went on all night last night. Starting at about midnight until 4:30-ish. Is there any more annoying wildlife? Foxes are pretty bad too, but at least they stop after a few minutes. Loons are probably one of my favorites. Bleep awesome. I stayed out on a lake with absolutely no people for miles in Maine last summer and that was all. You could hear through the trees at night. Eerie and bleep amazing. Felt like I was on the edge of the world, so far away from civilization. Yeah, foxes need to shut the bleep up. Loon calls a bleep majestic. If you can't deal with nature sounds, maybe you should stay indoors. This op is a baby. If you don't appreciate loon calls, you do not belong in any sort of state of mind thinking that you enjoy the outdoors.